Hey guys, Mr. Abyss here with Life as a Shonen. If you are enjoying the content in our channel, don't forget to like our videos and go ahead and subscribe. Hey guys, it's Mr. Abyss. I'm here to bring y'all a theoretical video today. In the most recent chapter of One Piece, it was revealed to us that Luffy does indeed have another form of Gear Fourth called Python. Snake Man or Python Man? Snake Man, I'm going to go with Snake Man. Pythons or snakes should be fine. I wanted to actually touch upon what this form could potentially be and the advantages that it's going to give him against someone like Katakuri. Got my trusty notebook again, so I'm not very good at going off the top of my head yet, so bear with that. The first thing I wanted to cover is how do we know that snakes attack their prey? We have venom, which I don't think there's going to be employed any type of venom for Luffy. I wouldn't see how that works, like injecting Conqueror's Haki into him or something. It's probably not going to be that. We can throw that out of the mix. Next, you get to fast attack speed, the strike of a snake. And I think that's what's actually going to be key and essential to what this form could be. If you remember during his fight against Doflamingo, Luffy used an attack, I believe, called Culverin, in which he pulled back his arm. During Gear 4th, he can slowly pull his own arm down into his body and projectile it out. The Culverin attack would hunt down the opponent, following Doflamingo everywhere he would go to finally contact and get a good hit off. I think Snake Man is going to expand upon that idea. Usually when you see a venomous snake attack, it rears back, waits for the perfect moment, and has a lightning fast strike. Something you can't even react to. And I think that's the key to how this is going to help him beat Katakuri. Also, I wanted to address, probably common knowledge, not common knowledge, but it's probably accepted knowledge. Each form is based on some type of haki. And I don't count full version of Bound Man as a whole separate form. I think that's just Luffy was full from the fight with Cracker and used Gear 4th Bound Man. I don't think it's an entirely different thing. It's still based off of armament haki. This new form is going to be based off of his newly formed observation haki. I believe with his ability to see the future, he's going to be using that pullback that he uses on his own arms. I don't know if it's going to be the same way. He might merge it into one singular strike. I know during that Organ attack, he had multiple hands. I'm not really sure how that worked, but he could be doing that again. I think it's going to be a form that is not very defensive whatsoever. It's just fully based on offense. And the reason it's going to work against Katakuri is because of the overwhelming attack speed. Luffy's going to be taking damage from Katakuri and is going to wait for the perfect moment that his observation haki shows to him to launch a high-speed, extremely powerful attack. He's going to have to one-hit Katakuri to knock him out of this. Now, there is potential for another level to this Snake Man. Snakes also constrict. And there's one thing that we haven't seen Luffy use is any form, every once in a while he'll wrap him up, but any form of real constriction. He could use the same form of Culverin to projectile his hand out there at high speeds, grab on to Katakuri, and spin him up into the rubber, stretched arm, thus allowing Katakuri to not be able to move. And I don't care how good your observation haki is, if you can't move, you can't dodge. And he's going to hit him with the strongest attack that he can possibly pull off. I really think that's how it's going to go down. But, knowing Oda, it could be something completely out of nowhere. Something about scale. It could be full armament haki for all I know. Reptiles have scales. They're pretty armored. Maybe it ends up being another armament haki thing. But I don't think it would be, with the focus of this whole arc being Luffy catching up to the high-level observation haki users. Which kind of brings me to another point that I wanted to just slightly touch upon. If we have an armament haki form, and we have an observation haki form, does Luffy somewhere in there have another version of Gear 4th that is tailored to Conqueror's haki? And what could that even be? Perhaps it's being saved for when he takes all of them, puts them together, and creates Gear 5th. Don't know how it's going to go down. Only Oda knows that. But I just thought it would be cool to go over the potential for this new Snake Man. We're going to find out next week anyways. But why not give it a discussion? Thank you guys for listening to the video. I'll see y'all next time.